everybody. Because you alone, you cannot be even possible, which is what we are building currently.
All right. No, I'm so much happy because this movement involves youths.
Yes, sure.
And in this 21st century, youths are mostly affected. So I want to know, the youths have been involved in cyber crime.
Yeah.
A whole lot. Yahoo.
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
Just yesterday or thereabout, EFCC arrested somebody around Badirisa as a result of cyber crime. I want to know, how will this movement, Digiverse innovation, change the mindset of youth?
Yeah, I think it should start from this way. Let's start from our parents. Because right now, if a young person like me, all right, if a young person from, let's say, in school, all right, if a young person in school, maybe from the age of 23 downward to 18, 16, is making money, legitimately, they tend to be like, this one don't enter young. So let's start from our parents, right? Let's start from our parents. So that mindset from our parents is actually affecting us in a way, because they feel like to make money now in this current age, in this digital world that we are in right now, it has to do with something that is illegal.
Sure.
You get, whereas there are ways out there that
one can
young people like myself, all right, me, John, and the young people we have affected, all right, we have taught cumulatively, like the numbers are just there, you get. So now it is the movement is actually like all about bringing you, showing you the right path to follow. You don't need to scam somebody before you can make money.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, money is made on the internet by selling. It's either you are selling a skill or you are selling a product. It could be digital product, it could be physical. We have e-commerce as they sell physical products online. You get. So now, cybersecurity, cyber crime rather, is actually they make the whole noise, a hell lot of noise. You get, because that is why it seems like, okay, it is only the way forward online. And then it looks noise. Yeah, they make the hell.
They will buy Lamborghini pressing young.
But then I that are making legitimate money, I'm kind of like, okay, trying to invest in long term. So floating money around, buying Lamborghini and the rest is not really actually my goal. You get. So now they make, it's not as if, okay, we that make money legitimately online are not living good. You get. We live good actually, but then we don't make those noise, we don't show off. And then there's this mentality that if somebody have money, you should see the person. Once you see the person, you should know that.
You should know the person have money.
From the watch he's wearing, the person should wear expensive watch, expensive shoe, have one kind gold necklace like that. So when you see them, that's the mindset I had at the beginning actually.
And this is what is affecting the youth today.
Exactly.
They prefer to look rich.
Yes,
instead of being rich.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think I wanted to say something about it, but Solomon has been sharing a whole lot.
Yeah.
So in all these Skype cyber crime, So, and from the angle, let me get back to our parents. Our parents look at if we need to at least educate our parents. If you are a parent listening to this, please try to know, okay, what is your child doing? What exactly are they actually doing online? That is it a illegal or legal crime? So you need to educate yourself as a parent to understand whether is a crime or they are making money illegitimately. So parents, look into that, understand what is anything about internet making money. So back to the young people. So if you are coming online, just as a person who wants to learn how to sew learning how to as an apprentice, you don't come with the mindset that you want to just make money immediately. At least you have to know how to do the learning comes before earning. So you need to understand that it's not all about the money aspect, it's about learning. Like you learn how those things works before you think of trying to make money. So let's correct that in young people. Please and please stop thinking that you're coming online is not about the money. It's about learning. All right. Thank you. So
so that's actually it. Like learning comes before earning. You get so most of us we tend to like because when you heard about the first time, what actually led me to start learning about affiliate. I started from affiliate marketing, selling digital products. What led me was I saw an advert on Facebook that said how you can make 200 to 500,000 naira monthly. When I saw that, I did not
actually started with affiliate marketing. That was what really captured my attention too.
I did not pay attention to even read what was next. I just went straight forward. Click the learn more button. Like I went straight 200 100 level student 250 to 500,000. I clicked on it. So I was like, I started even figures were just running in my head. Okay, this 200, let's see, first month now I make 250. Yes. You get first month as a uni student, I make 250k. I started calculating. I'll change phone, buy new phone, buy new shoe, all those stuff. Okay, in fact, I was even all this provision in the hostel. I'll change. I'll start eating. You get? I was like, okay. And then if I make 250 my first month, the next month let's go for 700k. Like that was my mindset.
It was not like that actually.
When I enter, my eye clear now. My eye actually clear. So
So the reason why he shared this is because you need to understand that learning comes first before earning. Yes, my story is something like this because even me, I remember when I started. I borrowed money to just think like, okay, that money is coming back next month now. So let me budget it like that. And that is not how it is. You need to understand that you need to learn before you earn. So even though you don't get anything in this session, but learning comes before earning, right? Okay.
Sure, definitely. Digiverse innovation is actually doing is to correct that mindset that we have that is about this opportunity, let me go and make money. No, we are actually trying to equip you with the right knowledge, the right skill. That learning aspect. We actually want to instill it in you and show you how you can sell yourself and make money, because it's actually hard learning. It's not that easy. You get? It's easy, but then it's simple, but it's not easy. You get? So Digiverse innovation is actually here to correct that mindset, to give you to help you correct that mindset of it's only Yahoo that you can make money. No, because
So talking about skills, what skills does a youth or somebody need before the person becomes a member, or somebody who desires to be a member of Digiverse innovation movement? What skills does the person need?
All right, I love this question. I'm actually smiling when I heard this question because I remember when I was starting out, some of this challenge I had. So the first requirement for you to start is your mindset. That's number one, the mindset. When the mindset aspect is done, let's look at it this way. How do you see the digital world? What do you see there? What do you think when I say money? Do you see it as a liability or as an asset? What exactly are you thinking about digital world? So the next thing is, if you have this right mindset with you, positive mind, in wealth mindset and abundant mindset towards digital world, now you look at what exactly are you using to listen to me right now? You're using your smartphone, right? So the other requirement is you need to have a smartphone. You need to have an internet connection. If you don't have internet connection, I don't know how you're going to cope with your client or cope with your skills and courses. So it's very important you get a smartphone and an internet connection. The last one is dedication and commitment. Most times we have this negative mind of thinking like if I start this thing, it's not going to work, right? So you need to look at this. The other skills are odd. It depends on what you want to do. Okay, if you want to go for sales and marketing, if you want to start a business, okay, these are the skills you need to start. Number one, copywriting. Number two, lead generation. That's trafficking. Learn how to generate traffic to yourself. The last one is closing. You need to understand how to close clients by creating an offer to them, right? Okay. It's very important that you have those skills in that, because you can be a good videographer and then you don't know how to sell it. So in Digiverse, we are going to show you how you can sell yourself, because there are concepts behind. You see a graphic designer is doing well and you know you are even better than him, but you look at it, this guy is making more money than me and his design is my own design is so good. So the problem is you didn't understand sales. You need to understand how to sell yourself, how to generate lead into that business, and Digiverse is going to help you. I don't know, Solomon, if you have anything to add to them so that they can.
No, you have actually said it's actually the basics.
Yeah.
So if you want to like know more, all right, if you want to know more about how you can, get to discover which of these skills is that best suits you.
You can go on Digiverse Innovation, go on Facebook, search us, or if you don't see Digiverse, there's Solomon, Tessa, David,
Solomon,
right?
David,
and John Peter or Vincent. Any of those you can search and then you can find us online.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. So thank you for that. Now, how can this movement, the Digiverse movement, bring change among the youths, which are the main target or the focal point of this particular movement?
Okay, yes, that's our goal, all right, to target the youth, because the youth are majority right now.
Yes.
And then our main target is to equip the youth with the right digital skill, all right. So imagine in a community whereby you have 100 people, all right. You have 100 people, and these 100 people, each of them have something to offer, something valuable to offer, and then what that person have to offer is really going to make the person's life better. You get? It's really going to give that person freedom. Right? Like right now, I can, if not to maybe go to church or probably gym, right? I can be in my room like throughout the day. I can stay in my room. Now, just staying in my room, I'm making money, you get. I'm making money you get. Now, the sweetest part, which I love sales funnel, is that I can automate all these things.
Yeah. One thing about automation.
That's
you don't need to stress yourself.
Exactly. You get. So I was in class actually, and
sales will be flowing in, right?
And then when what was happening? Okay, the lecturer was actually he got on a call. So then I now picked my phone. I was like, okay, I just pressed my phone. I saw notification of sales.
You unpaid it.
Guy, I smiled. The guy smiled. I was like, oh wow.
Now.
Yeah, I smiled. And the sale came in. It was based on automation.
Wow.
All right. I received the email that you have made this sale and gotten this commission. And I was like, this is nice. This is what we're talking about. You get. So like right now, we are actually looking at bringing that change. All right, equipping people. Right, our target is way more than just 100 people.
We are targeting sustainability, because the world is driving at sustainability. If anything you are doing is not sustainable, you are not looking into the future. Is actually you are not actually doing what we are. The world is just driving sustainability. So if you want to be on board to go into that, learning those skills, you can come on board. So
all right.
Yeah. So that's actually that. Now the change, right? The change you mentioned. I want to underline that change.
Okay.
Wow. During election, there's this thing they used to say: change begins with me. It begins with you. The change begins with you. So like John rightly said, if you want to like be part of this movement, you want to like equip yourself with the right skill, then the place you should be as a young person is Digiverse innovation.
Okay.
Right? You just need to be there because these are young people. We know what you are facing. All right, we know we know what you are facing, and then
we have been in the shoe and behind the shoe together,
exactly.
so we can relate to.
So it's just like maybe your lecturer or teacher teaching you, and you don't seem to understand. You get, but then when your fellow students explain it to you, you feel like
sometimes you get
you
it,
understand it better.
most times.
You be like, this man should have said this thing like this now. You get so. But then Digiverse innovation, we are trying to change that narrative of, you need to work hard, the sweat, before you can have a good life, before you can have freedom. You get. So we are really about changing that mindset, changing the lives of the youth through digital skills.
All right.
Yeah.
So I want to be practical here.
Yeah.
Because when you speak to people, Nigerians, we need conviction.
Yeah, we need.
And I know you have stories.
Yeah.
So do you have such stories that can motivate youths to come on board?
Okay, when you say stories, if I say I will share this story, the time will not be enough. So let me at least say some, and then maybe if you want to hear, yes, if you want to hear more, maybe you join our community or follow me on Facebook. You hear other stories. So one of the story I have, one of my students. The advantage of internet is you can train people without even knowing their color, their skin, where they are from. I have a student from Lagos. Her name is Patient Basi. You can also search her to find the proof. So when I was teaching her about sales and marketing, because she was starting affiliate marketing, so I told her this is what you needed to do, this is what you should do. She was consistent, not the type of person that when you ask them to go and do this thing and they are reluctant, you come back next week and ask them, okay, what exactly have you done? They will say they have not started anything. Have you ever find those kind of students that they don't like to take action but they want results? So she's someone who like to implement. So she implements and then she gets the results. And I'm so happy about it. She was able to pull out 1 million naira in a week selling a product. And this is not like, if you don't believe me, go on Facebook, search an impatient Basi, on Twitter, search an impatient Basi. Doing that on Forest Elite Academy, we have also young people who are milking the market. Okay. You know, when I say milking the market, you can relate. So if you don't understand, go on Forest Elite Academy. You can see those proofs there where students are making a whole lot of money online. Apart from that, I myself, I'm not just talking about people, there are other persons have helped more than 1,000 students, because I've been on this thing for more than 3 years now. Wow. Experience in selling products and also trading. So one of my results is that I've been able to make millions of naira. I don't want to call figures because it's not proper. So that so I've made a whole lot of money. I don't want to, so I don't want to share the coin, but I've made money. I've sold. I've bought things for myself. I've been into real estate, some of the money. So it's not like I'm thinking of buying cars. I don't want to look like I want to impress anybody. Yes, I don't want to look rich. I want to be rich. So, and one thing I don't know about wealth is it takes time. Yes. Like it's value time. So I'm not in a rush to show that I have money. Yes, one of my students, in a lecture today, I think I was in a class. So the lecturer was sharing a whole lot because I came late. So I flipped my phone, something like this. I flipped my phone. So I was looking at, I just wanted to know the alert. So I was checking my phone. Boom, alert came in. Jesus, the guy was slapping me saying, where are you seeing this money, bro? He was just shouting in lecture. Like, this was what he saw. He was like, how did you see? Who sent you this money? Is it your friend? I say, you don't understand, bro. Just kind of, this is not one day something. It has been an experience I've been learning. So it's a consistent something that I've been learning how to do it. I know my mistakes. So this is where we'll show you, okay, this is what not to do and this is what you should do. The kind of mindset you should build and the kind of friends. The community is very important. You know, that is why we build community. We notice that individually you don't tend to do a whole lot, but when you have people around you, you know, the community helps to build you, to help you understand where your loopholes are. And then a friend can just correct you in a community. You can just drop, even though we don't have the time maybe to share everything, but just the story of another person in the community will just change you to really prompt you to do some things. So I believe I did justice here.
Yeah.
I don't long story short.
Normally, when you hear other people's story, you be like, make I reserve my own now. You get, because I was at an event last 2 weeks, and I thought I am a midnight owl, like I don't sleep. Right? Because
I remember that day.
yeah, because I used to be like, my normal time of sleeping start from 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. You get. So when I was at that event, somebody was sharing that he barely, like, because of, like, he barely sleep for 4 hours a day, and I was like, eh. So me, I am thinking I am a guru. I don't sleep. Somebody in 24 hours, somebody is sleeping for just 1 hour. So 20 hours. You get. So
that's great.
So when somebody actually share their story, it's like refreshing when you hear people share stories and all this stuff. So yeah, John's story. This one no touch, you know, two touch. If you hear the main story, you will know that okay, this guy is actually great. You get. So my own aspect. Let me also be brief. Because if I start this story now, you
will not get time.
Yeah, it will be like moonlight. What now?
Yeah,
moonlight stories.
You have to summarize it like the way I did.
To cut the whole story short, I'm coming from a very, very humble background.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're actually, like, right from me being a little kid, I don't like this idea of, having to ask for my parents for every single thing I need, data and the rest. There's always this, I want this freedom of, now my thing.
Yes.
If I buy my data, come online and talk, and then you are like, you shouldn't be talking like this. Now you buy the data for me. You get. I wanted that freedom actually. Right from onset, that was just it for me. I just wanted freedom. You get. So I will go to site. You get. I'll go to site for side job, to search for side job and the rest. You get. So what made me stop? And then at the end of the day, you see that I worked so really hard, and I end up with maybe 1,000, 1,500. So I was like, I just want that freedom. Let me have my own money.
Yes.
So that was how I continued searching.
Okay.
You get. That's how I continued searching. So
when I finally
found affiliate marketing,
okay.
That was where I started. You get. Yeah. That's where I started. From being somebody who hunts. And then let me briefly talk about this. One of the funny things was that I went to site one day, and I couldn't find job. And guess what? Like, why ne Ubangidanka? That was in Hausa. That was the question they asked me. Who is your boss here? Yeah. Like, who brought you? Who are you going to work with? I said, no, I'm not working with anybody. I just came as a laborer. They say, now who no person here? And that was how I ended up not getting a job for that day. You get. So I found affiliate marketing, give my all, and then I learned, along the line. Other stuffs happened, but then I kept my head. I wanted to start. The first person that introduced affiliate marketing to me scammed me. God, I beg.
Nothing
The person scammed me, all right? I was just starting out. The money I was saving from, my side work, and then that before I discovered how to make money legitimately online, I was good at all this Ponzi scheme. Hey God, refer an end, refer 5 people that will refer another people. I was good at it. So before I found the real way to make money online, which is through selling that skill or stuff, I kind of then I thought it was through referral. Bring these people, bring this person to bring that person that will bring this other person. And the chain continues, and then it crashes later on. That was the idea I had about making money online. So, but then when I found about affiliate marketing, right, I was like, wow, it opened my eyes to a whole lot, which I niched down to sales funnel design. Right,
the money is in the niche.
Yeah, the money is in the niche. It's not even in the market. So, I now niche down to learn a skill, which is what Digiverse we are emphasizing on. All right, you need that skill. You don't need to be everywhere, because most persons, okay, only you are this, you are offering this, who are you helping? You can't be everywhere. So I actually niche down to learning sales funnel design. All right, now sales funnel is basically automation right? Selling on autopilot. If you have a skill, you automate everything, and then sales will be pouring in. So I help businesses do that. You get. I help businesses, automate their sales funnel, and then it's also like personally I have improved. I don't want to even talk about figures because that one you know concern anybody. You get, but then the figures are there.
It concerns you. You need to know whether you are making it or you are saying it.
Yeah, you understand. No, calling out the main amount is not actually, but then the figures are
At the FCC will not investigate you.
Yeah, the figures are actually there. But then one of the things that actually gave me the joy, which kept me pushing, is that personally I have improved. And then
I can see that. I've seen that. I've seen your funnels. Yeah, actually improved.
Yeah. And then people that I have taught, you get, I've shared my knowledge with, and then I've guided, mentored to also have this same knowledge, are actually really doing well for themselves as well. You get, and then the lives of those business owners or service providers that I actually impress. You get, with my skill, right? As yesterday, the day before yesterday, I got a course creator who reached out to me for a landing page design, and when he shared the whole idea, he hasn't put it together, but when he shared the whole idea with me, and I said, okay, no problem. So I just sat down and crafted one headline like that. I crafted the headline, did the headline, the sub-headline. That one is for sales funnel.
Okay.
So if you want to know more, I am open to teach you, right?
Okay.
So I crafted that, and then I shared it with him, and I was like, okay, Chief, check this out. And the guy was like, Solomon, you are good there. And that gave me one kind feeling, you get. So my success story is just like, I have moved from being that boy who is struggling to like make $1 or $2 here and there, and now to having that freedom. Though I have not really reached, because there's always a goal ahead of a goal that is bigger than a goal.
Sure.
You get.
Yes.
So but right now, like, I've moved from that stage of struggling to find $1 or $2 here and there to like impacting life and living well for myself as well.
Okay. All right. So thank you for that inspiring success stories.
Thank you.
For every success there are always failures.
Yeah.
And success is not something that someone will just get it
It's
overnight.
scripted. Success is scripted.
So I believe that before you guys get to this stage, there has been challenges and setbacks. And how can the youths around learn from those setbacks and challenges, and learning from that setback and challenges that you guys overcome to build them towards achieving what they dream of?
I actually love this question because that was what was in my mind, because I know young people feel like, okay, if this person is doing that, I can really do that. So but they tend to forget the pain, because they say no pain, no glory, right?
No
So
pain,
there are no pain, no gain, right? So there are pains, there are obstacles on the way. So we can't neglect that there are obstacles on the way, and that obstacles are many. You can. It's just that the wings are just higher than the failures somehow. And I want you to change the perception that if you are looking at failure and success different way like this, let's say I put my hand like this, right and left. Success and failure is not right and left. They are on the same lane.
Okay.
It's not like, okay, you have to fail for you to move ahead.
Definitely.
You have to fail for you to move ahead. It's not like you are failing. If somebody, once you quit, that's when it means you have failed. But failure is at the same route of going to success. So you have to look at the distractions as most of the failures. So if you follow those distractions, shikena. When I say shikena, it's like in Hausa. So that's all for you. So I want you to change this mindset that you have, that okay, it just come overnight. So I would like to share some kind of like bit of story, just 1 or 2 minutes. So I did some business. That's I started with affiliate marketing before I shifted to other businesses. So when I was starting these sales, I came to find out that I've made a whole lot of money. I bought a gadget. I'm in school. I'm a student then, 100 level. So after I've even traveled to Lagos for a conference, affiliate marketing business summit. It's one of the biggest in Africa. People from all over Africa came for that conference. So I even had the money to travel from a humble background. So that was an amazing one. But let me tell you something. After I came back, thieves just came to my room. They packed everything. Wow. All my gadgets gone. Everything gone. That was when my eye opened. Back to square one. But because I had knowledge of how to build myself up, that was when I started looking for ways. I bought a new phone. I found, because I had some money. What really happened then was the person that stole that phone had access to my password. So he wiped some money from my account. Wow. That was so terrible. It affected my results then, because I was about to write exam then when they came and stole everything, because I think it's a friend of mine in a hostel that did that. So, but that didn't stop me. I was able to buy a new gadget, new system. Something still happened again. This semester, my system worth 700k was stolen. And I was able to get a little bit from the money. I still have a tablet. So it's just like, okay, there are so many setbacks on the journey. This is just my aspect. It might be, your own might be a parent stopping you, because I don't know, Solomon, you have been facing a whole lot. Maybe parent will be like, you are into Yahoo, they don't understand you. Your brothers will think you are doing Yahoo. So many challenges. And sometimes you may face data connection. I remember when I was starting out, I used to do night subscription. I would stay over. That was when I built the habit of not sleeping, because I used to do night sub to stay online, because it's 11. You know, M10 is 11 to 6. Yes, so I will sit down, wait for this 11 to make sure that the time is up, and then, so these are some of the time you can manage. Do 300 naira. You must not be the other content creators or those person you see online that are doing big or mighty things. You can start the little by little things, buying your data, at least 300 naira, and manage it, because you know yourself. The greatest lie you can lie is you cannot lie to yourself. If you lie to yourself, you know you can't lie to yourself. So you need to understand. So before I end, I stop my speech. I will say 3 things. If you really want to change yourself, number 1 thing you need to do is stay around the right people. Right people will help you get where you want to go. Second, the right information. If you don't have this right information around you, it's going to affect you, because those people that are right will give you the right information. Then the last one is right action. Right action is where you can take the correct action. I can show you how to
the right action you need to do now is to
join the yes. Example is like, okay, let me give an example. It's like, okay, I show you, okay, I will show you how to inject, and I pick your bomb. I say, okay, choke this place, and I give you, come and choke, do that injection, and you carry somebody's eye, you are choking. You know it's wrong action.
Yeah, it is.
So that is what is affecting most people to feel like, okay, I'm not getting result. The problem is you are doing the wrong action, even though you are around the right persons. So you need to make sure you are doing the right action that will give the best result. And that is not the only thing. The bonus is you have to be doing that repeatedly. So people get stuck because I did this one once and it works, or it failed, and be like, okay, that's all. You need to be doing that consistently, and that is where we will. Thank you so much.
That's just it. Yeah. So like John has said, we have learned a whole lot from him, right? But then to just chip in, like from onset, that's from the beginning. You cannot start today and see result today. It's not magic.
It's not magic.
You get, it's not magic.
Even juju takes time.
Exactly, even juju takes time. You get.
Juju takes time. It's the best time. I never tested juju.
You know what Nigeria
juju?
No,
okay,
from Nigeria film now. You see that? You
okay.
Get. So, right from onset, there are always challenges.
Yeah.
There are always challenges. In fact, you should expect it to be hard.
Yeah.
When you expect it to
be hard. Let me cut you. There is one quote that I heard yesterday from my mentor, Aaron Zebedi.
Yeah.
He said, if you want your life to be easy, do the easy things. If you want your life, to be easy, later do the hard things now.
Yeah.
If you want your life to be hard, later do the easy things now. So if you, as Solomon was saying something, that expect it to be hard. So you want your life to be easy in the future because you are looking at sustainability. Okay, so if you want your life to be hard in the future, focus on doing the hard things. And if you want your life to be easy in the future, do the hard things now. I think Solomon, you can continue where I stopped you. Sorry
sure. No. That's just the point. You get, expect it to be hard.
All right.
That has just been my mentality all this while, and it has really been. In fact, when I find myself doing something that is very, very easy, and I find it very easy, I kind of be like, is this thing really worth it? Am I doing the right thing? Now, it's simple doesn't mean it's easy. You get?
Yes.
So now you have to have it at the back of your mind that, okay, this thing is simple, but then expect it to be hard. Expect challenges. You get? So usually when I'm starting out at something, I usually expect it to be hard. Like I expect, let this thing stress me. May it stress me first. You get?
Okay.
So that now actually helps me mentally, not to give up easily. Because what I was expecting, this looks so easy. You get that kind of thing.
You also feel relaxed.
Because I'm like, okay, this I expected this thing to be this hard, but it did not. So like giving up is not just an option if you really want to go far. So when you, right from the beginning, if you expect it to be hard, you kind of like, no challenge will come your way. I was calmed, you get, but man, I continued. With that same affiliate marketing that was to start, the first person that introduced it to me scammed me of the little money I had.
Hard-earned money.
Hard-earned money. Hard-earned money. Go to side, I was saving up. I was able to save up 16,000. And okay, to start this affiliate marketing, that time was 40,000 naira. And this guy told me that, okay, I should give him that 16,000 naira. I can be making 250K like he talked about. And then, he will complete the money for me. He will teach me. I will start. When I start making that money, I'll pay him back. I say, oh, fine, no problem. I was ready. I sharply sent him my 16,000 naira. The guy blocked me. But then I went on to research. And I found out that affiliate marketing is actually a legitimate business. The problem was from the guy, because he told me that, man, affiliate marketing self now, who know who, this and that. So I discovered that this guy is this person that has this mentality that, okay, he wants it to be easy. Okay. And then when he came on board, and then he, like John said, he actually wanted everything to be easy for him at the moment, right now. You get? So he was like, he gave up quickly.
Or maybe he wanted to recover the money he spent.
He just calmed me and left. But then I continued, seeing that affiliate marketing was actually a legitimate something, right? So I continued. In fact, that it was my school fees money I used, right? My dad sent me money to pay school fees. Because
that's a sad story.
I used the money, and seeing that, okay, this thing was actually legitimate.
So don't use your school fees to pay anything.
Don't
advise you. Don't do that. Don't do that.
This is just me. Because the
disclaimer.
The thing is that
very important.
Yeah, the thing is that I saw that, okay, there's a huge opportunity for me, and this thing is actually going to.
Don't use your school fees.
Yeah, I said that, okay, this thing is going to actually change my life. But then, while I was about to make payment to use my school fees, I took my phone. My body was shaking. Solomon, what if
don't do
this thing turned not to work?
You know, your instinct that then.
Yeah, I was like, it is what it is. After deliberating, I kneeled down, prayed, God, I beg. You understand?
Yes.
So I was like, if this thing is really true, like the way I read, and I saw that it is true.
Was it the second time? Or
it was the second time.
Okay,
I didn't give up. You get? After getting scammed, I took my school fees, paid for. I did not pay I paid to learn about affiliate marketing. So now that all now bring us back to learning before earning. So I was like, okay, this 40,000 I'm putting in. My body was shaking. I took my phone to make payment. I dropped it. You get? I dropped it. I was rounding my room. I was like, God, I beg. My body was shaking.
I can relate.
You get? So, like, it was, what if you get scammed again? So right from onset, challenges will come.
I have a question for you because you trigger something that I think the audience who is listening right now maybe wanted to sign up for a training and the money he had is his school fees. Do you advise that person to sign up? No, I just wanted to know.
The question is no, I'm not answering the question with yes actually.
Okay.
No, it has to do with two ways, right? Now what I usually do is that now you need to. The reason why I didn't start with crypto, right? I didn't start my journey with crypto is actually I saw that people were losing money in crypto. So I was like, I don't have the money I can lose now, so I'm not learning it.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
As in, I don't know if you get my point. Yes. The money that you can lose and be comfortable. But then if you want to actually like start a business, you not start a business actually, to learn a skill, right? If you want to learn a skill, if you are not going to give up, it will definitely pay off. Yeah. And then, now, let me continue my story to answer your question, right? So I used my school fees after so many deliberations. And then, before I made that payment, I said, Solomon, you must implement ruthlessly.
Okay.
Ruthless implementation. So now I started. When I made that payment, I immediately started going through the course. I did not wait for later. I started going through the course. And guess what? On the 8th day, I signed up for that training, all right, for affiliate marketing course 72 IG. Don't forget. On the 22nd of March, right, I signed up. On the 30th, I made a sale of 32,500 naira. And I found out that, this thing works. That was when I went, the money was back, remaining just some few thousands. And I was like,
disclaimer, this is because of his results.
Yeah, this is my result.
Doesn't mean that when you sign up to something like this, you may read result, but it comes from action.
Yeah. So my point is, you need to like expect it to be challenging, to be hard, right? Even before you start, you can like outline the challenges you are going to face. You can write it down and then be like, okay, when this one come, how am I going to, how am I going to like, you understand? So like right from onset, you should be able to expect it and then prepare yourself for those challenges because they will definitely come.
All right. If there's one thing I've picked from this discussion, is I should not use my school fees. It may not just be school fees, but any money important. I want to know, because as a group, I don't know if you have any upcoming event or project which the youths in Adamawa State or beyond can benefit from.
All right, I'm happy to answer this question. John is happy to answer this question. Okay. So I will start by, we discovered that young people here in Yola, because we have to start from our environment. This is not the first time we are doing events. We did that 20th of January this year, and we had a whole lot of turnouts, which we helped a whole lot of people at that conference. People were inspired, people were impacted just attending that conference. So we are doing another one exactly next year, January. So this event is going to be very big. I will be launching my book there.
Wow.
Yes, Sell the Result, Not the Product. That is the name of the book. So we'll be launching it at that conference. If you really want to get that book, you can get the ebook online, but the pre-launching will start, but the relaunching will be at January. The conference. That's January 20th. We are planning a whole lot. We are doing a whole lot of back end, behind the scene preparation, investment that we need, partnering with other young developing organizations. I work in 3 organizations. The other one is JPI. Jemmy Pajo International is a Canadian platform that empowers young people. That's one of the platform I'm working on. Is an international platform, so you can search on that and see more about it. And another one is Thinkers Leadership Initiative, my mentor's organization, where he empowers young people also in leadership. That one is aspect of leadership. So these are the organization I'm working, apart from the other ones. Now this in Gigiverse Innovation. So we have a whole lot. I'm into leadership, youth leadership development. So we just want to help these young people and then get them on board so that we can help them figure out what they are finding it difficult. Because I know as you are listening to this, you will feel like this how can I connect to them? How can they help me? So you can go on our page, follow us, and then see what we are doing, and then you will learn a whole lot. We cannot share everything because the time is so limited here, so we can't share everything. But I can tell you that when you follow us online, you will get to learn a whole lot from me. Solomon has been sharing his story. You can hear from him. It's not a one day something. Jamba is actually here too, but I think something came up. So I have my own story too. So there are so many things out there for you as young people. Don't feel like okay, you are exempted. Are you a cooker? You want to learn digitally, you want to learn, there are so many of them. Just come on board. We are happy to show you the right thing to do, right? The right thing to do. Getting it young and getting it right. Okay, thank you so much for having me on this Gonga TV, Gonga
podcast.
Okay, Gonga podcast, TED Box, right?
Yes, TED Box.
So we are also glad to have you on board, to have Solomon. And I'm so glad to share a whole lot. I want to appreciate the body in whole for giving us this opportunity. Thank you so much. We do appreciate. I don't know if Solomon you have.
Let me pause him and say something. You know, we have discussed a lot.
Yeah.
And I am so excited to be part of this discussion because as a host, I have also learned a lot from this discussion, and I'm also thinking of maybe joining the movement. All right, before we wrap up, I just have one question, which I feel it is very, very important. Now, in an economy such as Nigeria, where most people presently live from hand to mouth, and how can this movement add value to economic growth and digital innovation acceptance in Nigeria?
Okay. I think that question now, at some point, it got me emotional.
Okay.
Where you mentioned living hand to mouth. Because last week I was coming back from somewhere and I saw a group of children on the street. They were like begging, and these children, they are not children that go around. The ones we call almajiri.
Yes.
You get, these ones are not almajiris, right? They were like, these children were like begging, we haven't eaten, please give us. You understand? So now, so many people are actually suffering.
Even in school, like not even just in school. I can see that in the hostel.
Exactly. Now you come to young people who are in school, all right, and then those who are not in school. You see a young person with a gadget, a very big phone, yet he just uses it to chat. You get, and then you see that the parents are actually suffering because maybe you have siblings and the rest in school, they need to do that, and then maybe they are civil servants. You get, and then they don't have money and the rest. They are just trying to see that since the society has now inculcated this habit in us that go to school, graduate, and then get a job.
Yes.
They are trying to see that they push us to, have that knowledge. You get. Now, as a young person, how can you support your parents? All right, because if we have what we are doing, and then we are actually making our own money, at least it will go a long way.
Sure,
now you see that you see those kids on the street, you help them, all right? You have the money, I have the money, John has the money. You get, because of what we have learned, all right, because of the skill we acquired using our phone, I think life will be better.
Yes.
Life will be better because I'm not waiting for my parents to send me money. I'm not waiting for you to come and borrow. You get.
I wanted to chip even one thing
All
out
right,
of it.
okay.
So the aspect of agriculture, because I think we Nigerians are really forsaking this aspect of agriculture. Agriculture is one of the most sustainable that we in Nigeria have to look into that because we are facing so many challenges about food and uprising of things. But do you know that you can really farm using technology to farm?
Yes.
The problem is we don't want to learn. We think it's just magic. We are expecting foreigners, somebody from the sky to just white person to just bring machine and start farming. We need to cultivate this aspect of using AI and digital world to really farm a whole lot. I went to the village recently. I saw my dad using one of the hoe, and I told him, okay, I brought there's this new style of sowing.